Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Tech Hari. I am Hari. So today we are going to see how we deploy a Next.js application on AWS EC2 instance in 2 different days. Before I start the video, if this is your first time in our channel, don't forget to subscribe. So let's say start the video. So here there is you can see 2 different images. First one is a direct deployment and another one is Apache setup. Here in the direct deployment, when the user try to deploy their application in EC2 instance, the port is visible in that AWS cloud. But here in that Apache setup, when the user try to deploy their application in EC2 instance, we using that Apache server itself, and inside that Apache server, it handles that Next.js application. And here it won't reveal that actual application's port. Instead of that, it reveals that port 80 or 443, which is nothing but HTTP or HTTPS. Now, why we actually want this? Imagine if you are deploying that real-time application, you don't reveal your port because of that security concern. So in these kind of case, revealing our port is not the security practice. To resolve this issue, we are just using that EC2 instance with Apache here. Apache handle all things. Okay, I don't reveal your port, and I won't, if the system crashes has happened, I prevent that and I make the application always available to the real world. So here you can see the comparison, direct simple setup for the development, and that Apache production ready with security and process management. I hope you understand this. Let's start the deployment. Before we start the deployment, this is this is the blog post about this video. If you have any doubts, kindly go through this. Now I start the video. So here, this is my actual GitHub repo for this application, and this is the application which I done here. Explore the diverse realms of anime magic. Here you can see this. This is the a simple Next.js application which is now available in my local. Here you can see local has 3000. We start. I just terminating here. Launch instance. I just go with my dummy EC2 Ubuntu, and I just use that T2 micro, which is enough for this. And keeper is I already have that PEM file. If you don't have, just go and enter the name and create the PEM file. Then allow. I just add this allow HTTPS traffic from the internet. Allow HTTP traffic from the internet anywhere. So I just click the launch instance. So here now our instance is creating. Yeah, now our instance is running. So now what we will do is we are just copying this and we'll go to our terminal. Okay, before that I forgot one thing. We need to log in with our EC2 instance. Here you just click on it. Here you can see SSHI Hari's key PEM. So SSH is secure shell I instance. Hari's key PEM. This is my PEM file name, and I just use that Ubuntu instance at my IP address, and the compute one Amazon AWS.com is refer my EC2 instance. So I just copy this and I just log in with. So my PEM file is present inside my downloads folder. Okay, download. Okay, click connect. Yeah, now it's now it's updated. This updated. Now we go with the next step. We need to install. We just go with the direct EC2 deployment without our Apache. So for that, we need to install our Node.js. It's a Next.js application, and this is our new EC2 instance, right? So it don't have any application. We need to install that. So I use this command to install, and it's installed. Now I need to repo my Chrome. Here I have my repository. git clone. Yeah, now it's cloned. And now inside that, it don't have any npm thing. So we are just check uh, the anime wall. So I just go inside that and I just so here you can see uh, our npm is installed. Now we are just we'll check whether it's working or not. But before that, don't forget to use this command npm run build because it's just building the entire application. Next.js now collect the complete anonymous telemetry recording usage. It's build is successful. Now we are just use the command npm rundown. Shows that localhost it's ready. Now we'll check whether it's working or not. So for that, we are just go to our instance. Here you can see that public IP address. And I go to 3000. My port is 3000, right? I hope it will come. The site can't be reached. I know that why. Because I think you remember that when if we allow our HTTP and HTTPS here also, our security group will block security groups, and here it's just add HTTP and HTTPS, and I just work with now add route, allow that all custom TCP. I won't specify any ports. Here you can see our port is running 3000, right? So for this, it won't available. We'll go with the custom TCP port number itself, 3000. Here if we are checking, yeah, here you can see this port is not available here, right? In this, we are just allowing that 80 and 443. That's why it won't show this port. But here, after adding that 3000, our application is available. So this is the first method. Now we go with that another method, Apache. So for that, we need to install that Apache sudo apt update and just installing that Apache server. Install this. Okay, why we actually need the PM2 is PM2 is nothing but a guardian angel for your Node.js app. Keep it running and restarting if it's any crashes. So I previously said, right, Apache is preventing our application which goes to crashes and down. So for that, the PM2 is important. I just go to okay, which command I'm using here. Sudo, sudo, right, PM2. It's installing. Then next, we'll go with the deployment. So for that, we go with that cd /var /www /html. This is like a npm run build in our Node. So what it will do is it's just bundle our entire web application as a form of HTML and uh, publish it in our www, that whole web. So for that they have the file var /www and HTML. So we are just use this and we are inside that. Now we need to clone our repo inside that. We clone, yeah, permission denied. So for that we are just sudo, yeah, then cd anime vault. We are using npm install. Okay. Error access denied. So here we are using our root directory, right? So in that I use this sudo chunk change owner -r. -r means recursively. So it will recursively allow that change the owner as me in that all file inside the directory that anime vault me. I just enter that. Now I do npm install. I hope it will work. Here you can see that Apache to default page, it works. So we are just inside that Ubuntu. Here you can see. So we are just successfully installed our Apache inside our EC2. It shows the file. Here you can see you should replace this file HTML index.html. We done that, but it's not reflect here. So for that, here you can see we are just done this. We are just doing that npm run build again. Npm run build. The same thing it's happening here. For while working with our local machines, we are not using npm run. We are just doing it a last. But here we are just deploying it. So the npm run build is very important to do here. So now I'll refresh. We'll check whether it's working or not. It's not working. Here we are just done all, but it's not working. Why is we are just missing to configure that Apache as a reverse proxy. If we are done that only, we can able to receive the information. Look, like basically, the Apache is working as a form of reverse proxy, which limit that internet to access our application from all IP address. So for that, we need to do this sudo nano. We have just done that. And here, I just paste the command. Here you can see virtual host port 80 proxy preserve host on proxy pass reverse error log custom log. So here what I will do is virtual host is port 80, basically that has to be on proxy preserve host on. Like we are just keep that original host name from the request. We don't change anything. And pass, we are just passing that request to actual application, and that the proxy pass reverse, we can able to reverse the handle the response header properly, and that error and custom logs helps us debug when this something goes wrong. We can get the error like this shows, right? So I just copy this and here I paste control S, control S. Now I just use this, enable the Apache models to use the proxy. It shows it's activated. Now, like it's about the proxy, right? The network thing. So every time we are configuring a network thing, we need to restart our application. Okay, I think we need to give to system serial restart and the configuration file. I just add that sites for the configuration. So yeah, I done that. Now I start with PM2. Here you can see the PM2 I installed and the Next.js status online, CPU, memory. So everything is up to date. Now I just restart that Apache. Yes, we'll check whether it's working or not. Yeah, it's working now. So here you can see we are just giving that port number, but here you can see we don't give any port number, but also we can able to access this. Why we actually need this is in real time. For one IP address, we have a lot of port numbers. So every port number have a different application front and back end databases. So in that time, if we are using that port number to access our application is not a good practice. So for that, we are using this. I hope you like this video. Is there any doubts for you? Kindly go through this blog post and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.